Well, hi everyone, and today we're taking a trip to the salt flats at Janubio that you can just see on the left hand side here. We've been down before, we've had a look before, but today we've booked a guided tour, so it'll be interesting to see exactly what they can tell us about the salt flats Las Salinas de Janubio. About 9 kilometres north of Playa Blanca, just on the western coast, and I think it's one of the biggest salt manufacturers in the Canary Islands. It's an hour and a half guided tour, so it'll be interesting to get a proper insight to the history and how this works. Janubio used to be a really important port in Lanzarote, and in the volcanic eruptions, Timan fire eruptions from 1730 to 1736, it formed this sea of lava that actually cut off the bay. But what it did form is this massive lagoon which is fed by the Atlantic Ocean, and I think it was in 1895 3 families got together and started to develop it into the salt flats. But the work carried on until about 1945. And in its heyday, it was producing about 10,000 tonnes of salt a year. A lot of it was used in the fishing industry for preserving fish. Now it's still producing salt, but only around about 2,000 tonnes a year. And it's mainly used now for culinary uses. It produces a really good quality salt, which is well respected in the food industry. And also some of the salt is used for beauty products. So we're going to have our guided tour. We'll learn a lot more about it, and then we'll visit the shop and see what we can buy there. Well, we've pretty much finished our tour. It's been really interesting seeing all the how the salt is made here. We just walked down to the pumps near the lake, and this road just looks like it's a road of snow and ice that you might see in a February day in England, and it's just all salt. Okay, we've finished our tour. At the end of the tour, they took us in to show us where the production of the salt is, where it all gets ground down and where it gets packaged up. So that was really interesting as well. And then they gave us some cheese and tomatoes flavoured with different salts. It was really nice to taste the tomatoes with different salts. And then at the end of that, they gave us a little present of some salt. So they gave us one of these each, which was really nice. It was a fantastic tour. We thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really interesting to learn about the salt process. Our guide, Alberto, was really informative. It was all in Spanish, although he does speak English. I heard him speaking French as well to a couple. But it was interesting to do it in English. And then, of course, we had to visit the shop afterwards. So we bought ourselves a nice bottle of wine that we had with the tomatoes, and a selection of salts, of different flavours of salts, which I'll explore when we get home. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks very much once again for joining me. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, please give me a like and consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any more. Thanks again and take care.